And welcome back to WDEF News 12. This morning, it's Friday. It's time for How Does Your Garden Grow? And if you've got a question, 756-1212 is the phone number to call. Tim Holcomb joining us from the Holcomb Garden Center. Of course, we're talking about winterizing your lawn, talking about planting bulbs. Any questions like that you may have, feel free to give us a call. Phone lines are open. I'm going to take that number, put it at the bottom of your screen, and keep it handy in case we have a call this morning. Tim, thanks for joining us this morning. Before we get to some of those callers, I got the pansies that are out here on the table. Of course, doesn't seem like the cold weather harms them, so they're good to go.
They pretty well laugh at cold weather. They may lay their head down and perk right up when the sun comes up.
Not bad at all. And of course, it's perfect time. They got tons of different colors and mixes and matches that you can get out there.
Yes. And this is the perfect time to plant bulbs also. People in the spring see tulips and daffodils blooming and they think, oh, I want some of those. Well, the time to do it was the fall before. So plant them now. They'll lay dormant all winter, grow roots, and next spring they'll come up and be gorgeous. And you can plant bulbs beneath your pansies so that you have pansies all winter, then next spring you have a double dose of color.
That is an absolutely wonderful idea. Let's get to our phone callers. Our first one this morning is Jim. Good morning to you, Jim.
Good morning, sir.
Hi.
Good morning.
I was just wondering, raspberry bushes, you know, I've got some beautiful raspberry bushes, just had them, and I'm just wondering if, when are you supposed to prune those back?
Okay, after they have the berries, you can prune those old canes back. You want to allow the canes that grew this year to continue to grow for next year, and that's where you'll have fruit next year. So you're always cycling out or rotating out the different vines. Any that have a harvest, trim back. The new ones, let them grow.
756-1212. We're answering your gardening questions this morning. Joe is our next caller. Good morning to you, Joe.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My question is, what's the best way to kill privet?
Wild privet, you actually need a pretty strong product called a brush killer, and you can either spray it on the actively green growing leaves or you can cut it down to the ground and brush it directly on the stump, but it needs to be done soon after you cut it because once it calluses over, it's not going to be effective.
All right, our next caller is Ruby. Good morning to you, Ruby.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'd like to know if you can set out fig trees now or when do you do it?
Well, you can certainly set out fig trees now. Now, it's best if you plant them in a sheltered area, like on the south side of the house or up near a building, but they will grow all winter and they should have fruit for you next year. A lot of people do plant them in the spring as well, but now's a good time.
Once again, we're answering your gardening questions, 756-1212. And I know you and I have talked about this last couple of weeks, but it's getting that lawn established. It's a good time of the year to get out there and lay down some grass seeds. But now you're talking about laying down some winterizer.
It is time for step 5. And winterizer is one of the more important steps of the year. It adds potash, which creates sugars. It's almost like an antifreeze in plants. And this is the one we tell people get sloppy with. Put on your perennials, your trees, shrubs, and roses. All of those will benefit well from a good feeding, fall feeding of winterizer.
And, of course, being that it's starting to get a little cool out there, is it too late to put out some grass seed, or we kind of past that?
It goes by soil temperature. The soil temperature is still warm enough. The seed will come up. Even if it just sprouts a little bit, the roots will grow all winter, and next spring it'll be very nice and lush.
All right. April's our next phone caller. Good morning to you, April.
Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
Yes, I was wondering, should I plant my flower bulbs? Is it too late to plant them now?
Absolutely not. You can plant them from now on up in the middle of January. I would get them as quick as possible so you get a good selection, but you can plant them as soon as you get them or as soon as you get a chance.
All right, some great questions coming in this morning. And, of course, if you're looking for some bulbs, why not stop by his place? We're going to put the information up on the screen. It is the Holcomb Garden Center. He's got a couple of locations right along Highway 153 in Hickson and along Battlefield Parkway in Fort Oglethorpe. The easiest way to find the information, address, and phone numbers is to go to their website, holcombgc.com. Again, holcombgc.com. We'll show you the website right now. Right now. There it is. All right, folks, we're going to take a short break. Thanks, Tim, for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.